Spotify. It's everywhere. 460 million users. Over 100 million paying subscribers. It's become the default way we listen to music. From the moment we wake up to the moment we fall asleep. Work, gym, cooking, walking, commuting, always there. But there's something we need to talk about. Something we don't usually question. Because Spotify has become so normal, we don't even ask if it's good. So what if I told you that Spotify, the app you probably use today, might not be the savior of music, but something a little more dangerous? This is the harsh truth about Spotify. Spotify feels like freedom. Millions of songs. Anytime, anywhere. On demand? But that's the illusion. You don't have more choice. You just have more noise. Spotify gives the impression that you're discovering music on your own. But you're not. You're being fed music strategically. Spotify's algorithms don't care about your taste. They care about your behavior, your time, your loyalty. Because the more you listen, the more they learn. The more they learn, the better they can shape your habits. Not based on art, but on optimization. That's what makes Spotify so addictive. It knows what kind of mood you're in before you do. It shows you playlists like Sad in the Afternoon or Confidence Boost before you've even processed your own emotions. That's not personalization. That's predictive manipulation. Let's talk money. Spotify is valued at billions. It's publicly traded. Its executives live very comfortably. And yet, the people actually making the music? They're struggling to survive. Spotify pays between $0.003 and $0.005 per stream, which means even if a track hits 1,000 streams, that's barely a cup of coffee. To make $1,000, a song needs around 250,000 plays. And that's not profit. That's gross revenue before labels, managers, fees. Spotify has created a model where quantity beats quality, and the pressure to churn out more music, faster, cheaper, is breaking the system. Even Daniel Ek, Spotify's CEO, once said artists can't just release music every 3 to 4 years anymore. They need to become constant content machines. So instead of crafting timeless albums, artists now fight for streams, for placement on algorithmic playlists, for 15 seconds of your attention. It's not about making music anymore. It's about feeding the machine. Ever notice how songs seem to be getting shorter? In the 1990s, the average pop song was 4 minutes long. Now it's closer to 2.5. Why? Because the shorter the song, the faster you move to the next stream. And the faster that happens, the more money Spotify saves and the more they earn. Spotify doesn't pay per minute. It pays per stream. So a 90-second track earns the same as a 9-minute ballad. Guess which one the industry is pushing? Even the structure of songs is changing. Intros are vanishing. Bridges are disappearing. Why waste 30 seconds building tension if people skip before the hook hits? So now you get the hook in the first 5 seconds. Catchy, fast, disposable. It's TikTok music. And it's not evolving music. It's flattening it. When algorithms determine what's successful, music becomes a product of data, not expression. And that raises the question, are artists creating music for humans or for machines? But here's where it gets even darker. Spotify isn't just a music app. It's a data company. And you're the product. Spotify knows what you listen to. But it also knows when you listen, where you listen, how you listen, what device, how loud, how long, when you skip, when you replay, what you search, even what you don't. It tracks your sleep. It can guess your workout schedule. It knows if you're alone or with others. And in 2021, Spotify filed a patent to analyze your voice. Yes, your voice. The tech will detect your emotional state, gender, age, even accent, to recommend more relevant music or ads. This isn't a sci-fi movie. This is the present. Spotify's goal isn't to understand music. It's to understand you better than you understand yourself. So why do we still use it? Because it's seamless, easy, comfortable. You don't need to think. You just press play. You're always a tap away from something that matches your mood. And it feels good. But what's actually happening is deeper. Spotify is rewiring the way we interact with music. We're no longer choosing songs. We're being fed moods. And in exchange, we give up agency, variety, and most importantly, memory. Think about it. How many of the songs you've streamed in the last month can you even remember? Spotify makes it easy to consume, but hard to connect. Because when everything is background noise, nothing stands out. And then, once a year, they hit you with Wrapped. Your top songs, your favorite artists, your minutes listened, your musical identity packaged up into shareable slides. Asterisk, asterisk. It's personal, insightful, but it's also brilliant marketing. Every year, millions of people share Spotify Wrapped for free. It trends on Twitter. It floods Instagram. And all of it is data, branded, weaponized. Spotify Wrapped doesn't just celebrate your listening. It reinforces it. It's a dopamine hit that says, hey, we know you better than you know yourself. And we made a story out of your habits. This doesn't mean you have to quit Spotify cold turkey. Most of us won't. Most of us can't. But what you can do is be aware. You can support artists directly. Buy their albums. Go to their shows. Spotify is not just a music platform. It's a powerful system of data, algorithms, and influence. And like any system, it can be used for good or exploited. So the next time you open the app, pause. Are you listening to music? Or is the machine listening to you? If this opened your eyes even just a little, the music hasn't stopped. But maybe it's time we start listening differently.